Hey, what is going on, everybody? We are continuing on the Axial Raw Builders Kit, putting the links together. Pretty simple, straightforward. 4 by 20 millimeter set screws, and your plastic rod ends here. Thread the set screw in the end here. These can be a bit of a bear to get in, but not too bad. Just make sure you get the right rod ends for the right place. They got, straight ones, angled ones. But it's pretty clear in the instructions. Alright. You just thread it on. Make sure you get the right aluminum link. They tell you have full size drawings on there that you can compare to. Make sure you get the right one. Get it lined up where it's supposed to go. Like that. Then you got your little plastic pivot balls, and as long as you have a hard surface, set that over there and click and click. And that's all there is to putting those together. I have already assembled the rest of them, and start out with the steering linkage. So we'll bring the front axle in here. We have a, what is that? That's a 3 by 15 millimeter. Tighten him down. And if you're going to upgrade your kit, I would recommend one of the first things you upgrade is your links. I mean, the aluminum links are great, but the rod ends that Axial puts in their kits are a little bit soft. With a regular, make sure you get the right one here. With your regular, oh geez, oh, that's a 3 by 20. They tend to stretch easy, the ones that come in the Axial kit. Plastic's fairly soft. If you're running like a brushless system with a 3S battery, then they're going to be the first thing to fail. They're going to stretch and eventually pop off the pivot balls. Alright, now our track bar. I know on Vanquish's website you can get a set of incision links. They're stainless steel link, and the rod ends that come with them are a lot tougher plastic, so they'll hold up a little bit better. 2S or nickel metal hydride battery with a regular brush motor. These will hold up pretty well for a while. Alright, there's our steering linkage, track bar. Now we can move on to the rest of the links on the front axle. Alright, we got this guy here. I gotta turn that around. He slides in there. And it is a 3 by 25. Second upgrade I would do would be the shocks. Shocks that come in the kit work, but they are a plastic bodied shock, and they will eventually leak, especially if you're out in a the climate's really hot. The plastic tends to soften up a little bit, and there's so many shock options out there on the market that should not be a problem. Now we want to take just a pivot ball that goes in a little open space here. There's your upper link, steering, track bar. Now, our lower links. Go in there like that. These are again 3x15s. Get that started. Goes in that way. Like that. One more to go. But Axial's kits are pretty well designed, well engineered. Not often you run into a problem. Alright, now there's our front axle, upper link, lower links, track bar, and steering linkage. That takes care of the front axle. Now on to the rear axle, which is as simple, mostly. Now remember, this kit is available, or can be built with 3 wheelbases, 11.4 inch, 12 inch, and 12.3 inch. Just make sure you're using the right lengths for the wheelbase of the body that you're going to put on the truck. Again, they have everything drawn in full scale, so you can take the link and lay it up there, and you can tell that you have the right aluminum link and everything where it's supposed to be. Pretty straightforward. I am using the 12.3 inch wheelbase for the body that I'm going to be putting on this truck. So we can skip ahead. And once again on the upper links, we have a M3x25. It's going to catch both links. Alright. Slide him in. Alright, there's our upper links on the rear axle. Now our lower links. Slide them in there. And once again, 3x15 millimeter. You know, if you ever decide to swap bodies and you want to change the wheelbase, make sure you hang on to the other links. Come in the kit, and all you gotta do is just swap out the rod ends to the proper links. This is a very nice kit so far. Have not run into any problems or issues with anything. Okay, there's our rear axle with links, and like I said, it has the links you need for all the different wheelbases. The front axle stays the same for every wheelbase. You don't have, the only one that changes are the links in the rear axle. Depending on the wheelbase you want, swap out the links. And if you want to swap bodies around, it's just a matter of changing links out. I believe the set that Incision makes, I think they only have the 12.3 inch wheelbase, but I could be wrong. They could have the 12 inch as well. Those are the most popular body sizes. Very rare you see a 11.4 inch wheelbase. My experience, a longer wheelbase performs a little bit better, but that's just me. It may depend on how you drive. I have already assembled the shocks, front and rear, so we won't cover that. I put a video up under my Axial SCX10 II Jeep Cherokee kit build that shows how I build my axles. Like I said, these are a plastic body shock. The ones in the Jeep Cherokee kit are the same basic shock, but they're an aluminum body instead of plastic. We'll see how they do. I'm going to put them on the truck. I won't replace them unless I start having problems with them. You do have two different spring rates. Yellow, which is a medium spring rate, and white, which is a softer spring rate. You can, maybe, I don't know if you can see the difference in the diameter of the spring, or the coils of the spring. One's a little thicker than the other. The softer ones go on the rear. The firmer ones go on the front, excuse me. That's because you have the weight of the battery and everything in the front of the truck. Steering, servo, all that stuff. But anyway, there's all the axles ready to go. Next time around, I think, is the transmission. Yeah, next up, because the shocks are already done, next up is the transmission. We'll get started on that next time. So until then, later.